Good morning, everyone. Today, I'm finally planting up the area by the stone pathway. I've wanted to reconfigure this area for a long time. It's one of those complicated areas of my garden where it really does receive shade most of the day. The variegated hydrangeas receive a sliver of sun for a while in the mid-morning, and then they're shaded, and then right here against the wall, because this area faces west, receives the harshest, hottest part of the sun. And that's normally between, I think, 4 and 7. It just kind of lingers over here on the west side. So anything that I put right here has to be able to withstand shade most of the day, but it also has to withstand the sun at the end of the day, which is the hottest part for us. So like it could be 90 degrees at 1 o'clock, and then by 5 or 6 o'clock, it could be up to 105, 110. So this is why this area's been a little bit complicated for me. This is the plant that I told you about that I was eyeing for a few months. It's double play candy corn spirea. It's already bloomed for the season, and if you're local to Fresno County, I picked it up at Lotus Gardens. I'm going to plant 3 of these along the right side of the stone pathway, and then behind that I have Rockin' Blue Suede Shoes Salvia. These I picked up at Home Depot. In front of the spirea, I'm going to put a blue spruce sedum, and this is also 4 to 9. And then on the other side, on the left side of the walkway, I am going to place the variegated oregano. I picked up 2 flats of petunias, and they're a 4-pack each. They're normally $3.97. I got them for $1 each at Walmart, and I'm going to scatter those. One of you suggested that I look into mulch glue. I haven't done that yet, but I am, because I do want to try and mulch this area. The leaves have kind of slowly subsided, but you'll be able to tell that I haven't really cleaned it up this morning and that there are little leaves and twigs everywhere. But I'm going to get these planted, and then we'll see what it looks like when I'm finished. Good morning, everyone. It's the next day. I wanted to kind of wait until we had all the drip run, and we took a little bit of a break because it's already getting hot. It's going to be 106 next week, and I apologize if you hear barking. I think someone just let their dogs out, so forgive me if my mic picks it up. We ran drip to everything, and I'm going to try and molt. The leaves have somewhat slowed down on dropping. They're still going to drop all year until winter, but there's a few places I wasn't able to connect it because we ran out of parts, so we're going to go get those this morning and try and get this area mulched. But I wanted to go over the plants one more time. Now I'm not sure if I did the stats on all of them yesterday, but the 3 plants that I saw several months ago was double play candy corn spirea. And ironically, late last night I was able to see Garden Answers tour, and Laura had a few of these in her garden, and they look completely different than mine. And I have to say, when I did see these a few months ago at the garden center, they looked better than they do now. This is my first time dealing with them, so I'm not sure if this is what they should look like after they bloom. But they're just a real beautiful, beautiful plant. The tag says they're a zone 4 to 7, but when I went on their website, it said 4 to 8. So if they're only hardy to a zone 7, I might be in trouble with these right here. They are shaded most of the day, but they do receive sun. Oh, I would say about 4 o'clock until the sun sets, and that's the hottest part of the day for us. And behind that is Rock and Blue Suede Shoes Salvia. That is a zone 9 to 11, and I believe those get about 2.5 feet tall and wide. Just below that right here is a blue spruce sedum. This is the first time I've used it, and I'm going to try and utilize it as a ground cover. On this side, I planted variegated oregano. Now, I've had a lot of success with this in baskets. Again, I'm going to try and use this as a ground cover. It overwinters for us here in zone 9B, and it'll begin to look a little spindly during winter, and all you need to do is just cut it all the way back to its base and it'll flush back again. I've done that in containers now for quite a while. Even though this area gets mostly shade, a little bit of sun, the hydrangeas get in the morning, I went ahead and planted petunias here. I will insert a photo of what our petunias look like in the back garden. Those are mostly shaded with just a little bit of filtered sun, and they're doing amazing. The other day, I picked up a very large lamb's ear, and I separated it 3 times. I put one right here, and I'm not sure if last time I put the stats for it, but if I didn't, I will do that again. And then there was a small little part here between the petunias that I pulled apart, and we'll see how that does. And then the last one is over here by the variegated hydrangea. So this area has taken on a completely different look compared to when I first started this channel a few years ago. And if I'm successful with the Spirea and the Salvia, which would stay here, I think possibly I have a good combination. Oh, you know what? I don't think when I did the tour last time, I told you what this plant is. This is a Cistus Mickey, and I absolutely love its foliage. It does produce white flowers, and I'm not sure if it gets enough sun for it to flower, but I want more of these. They do really, really well in our zone. Cistus Mickey, you should try one. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys have a wonderful weekend, and we'll see you soon. Bye.